My names are Jackson Achitsaha, being a volunteer as well as a coordinator of Engineers Without Borders, Khwisero. Therefore I say, EWB team from Montana State University, welcome Khwisero!
My name is Ronald Omyonga. I am the initiator of the Khwisero Primary School's water and sanitation project, which is currently being implemented by Engineers Without Borders chapter at Montana State University. The relationship with EWB Montana State started in 2003, and so right now I think we're going into 8 years of continuous work, continuous partnership. Just trying to reverse the story of that happens in Khwisero generally, where many people go to school, get educated, leave Khwisero, go to high school and go on to college, become professionals, and they stay in Nairobi. And my thinking was that that should not be the case, that the community needs to benefit from those of us who have been able to get out of the community and get out there.
Volunteering. In fact, myself, I was a volunteer to make a Khwisero Water Development Project. It's a volunteer, nobody paid for me. I used my money, my retirement money. I volunteered because there is a need to protect spring. People are dying from preventable disease. What do? I volunteered. Say, okay, let me try to give these people clean water. And this was what Montana is doing.
Initially, when this organization started, it was mainly an engineering project. But this has evolved into like many other disciplines coming in, film students, medical students, and all that. And so what we did is that, of course, through consultation, the students asked me, I said, let's open this up. Let this be a playing field where you come in, you identify your niche, and you take it and go. Because for me, the water project is like an entry point to Khwisero. You come to Khwisero and you find there's something that really touches your heart. Yes, you like the water thing, but there's something else that really touches your heart. EWB provides an opportunity for anyone to come in and say, yeah, I believe in the water, but I would also like to touch this. And when you look at it, all these things are really interrelated. Yeah, we are trying to improve education. Yeah? We're trying to improve health. So if somebody comes up and does the eye clinic, for example, there's no need having kids who are enjoying good water and they're enjoying good sanitation facilities, but they can't see the board. So these things are interrelated.
And I think at last count, like 54% of Engineers Without Borders isn't engineers. You can be whatever major you want and still join the organization and do a lot of good. It really doesn't matter. You just need to be a person who wants to help and a person who's willing to learn and listen to, I guess, the best methods to help people, because it's not always the way you expect.
So volunteering is a very important thing, although it is not in African vocabulary. I've always complained. The word volunteer is not really in African context. They just feel, oh, we have got some people from America to help us. They don't know you are volunteering.
I'm in the position to see how the sharing is done. But to somebody who is not in the school, within the school system, doesn't see that volunteering from our side. He only feels the Mzungu has come from America and they believe the Mzungu has the funds. So they believe now that you are here, the school has been saved. We have received some kind of salvation.
For a long time, a white man was associated with riches because the first white men that came were either tourists or they were, the traditional development workers who were dishing out money. So there's need to demystify the new white person that is coming. This is a student who is struggling like any other student. And the stories of how the students work very hard in Bozeman and back in the US to raise funds to do this work sometimes are best told through the interactions with the fellows and the interaction with the local communities, because that encourages understanding amongst us and actually tries to level expectations as we become partners. So for us, that interaction is important.
Yeah, when I became a volunteer, there is a lot I came to learn that I can benefit from them, mainly mixing with people around, talking to them, educating them. They also educate me about the projects they have. So I enjoy teaching people about the projects that the Engineer Without Borders from the United States are having for us in the district.
Okay, in the normal sense now, the people are going to be trained. They will see now the importance of owning this project, because now they realize that this one is of ours, because we are now being trained with Africans. So it is a way of feeling that maybe also communication will be easy to them, and they can be sometimes feel free to express, and we will find some ways to express to them the importance of owning these.
You volunteer because there's a need. There's a need for primary schools to get clean water, sanitation, what have you. And then you feel, well, my expertise can do something for these people.
One of the challenges of development is actually having the people involved, working with the communities to achieve sustainable development. I'm not going to say that we have really perfected it, but it's something that EWB has worked very hard to try and incorporate in our project activities.
But the problem we are having is that the local people have not been educated to be independent economically. But this is our job now to do it when we are on the ground here.
It doesn't matter what technology you have, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter how driven you are, unless you involve the community and the community drives the project process, then it's going to fail. It's just a matter of time of when it fails. We've seen that recently. There's been a large-scale project in the area that's been upwards of $30 million spent, and within a couple months their distribution and technology has ultimately failed, and there hasn't been the uptake.
And so for us, the learning process is much more important than how quickly we can move. Like, we take much longer to implement certain things because we are just trying to get them right. We want to get more information, we want to draw as many lessons as possible, learn from other people who did this and how they failed or how they succeeded. so that as we move on, we are building on it.
Most members of the community have seen so many other water projects coming and stalling on the way. So it has been so difficult to convince them that actually this one will stand.
When Montana University leaves, what happens? Even if they leave after 10 years, what happens to the projects they have brought about? Somebody must be there to be responsible for sustainability.
So it's up to them. Let them own the project. Let them know how to sustain it. So it's very important that they get involved from the start.
Additionally, it's the process. It's knowing how to organize. It's knowing how to run meetings. It's knowing how to work with contractors and find money to fund community-driven projects.
We are building volunteerism, the spirit of volunteerism among young people, the feeling that you need to do something to help your own people, that we need to take a lead in helping our own community.
The world is a global village now. What is happening in America now can happen just within a few minutes here with this internet business and whatever. We are now in a global village.
For any change to come on the youth side, we need to struggle and we need to request for the change. So if we request as a team, we request unitedly that we need change, then change will come.